Bodycon dress with mock neck collar. You can see the neck, the front part, and also the back part of it. I'll take you through the process, the neat finishing. And here is the flare at the waist part. Come with me, let me take you through the process of making this. Welcome to my channel. Here is the material for this mesh fabric. It stretches well. The next one is the pattern paper, and here is the lycra fabric I used for the inner wear. I sew the camisole from it. I'm drafting both front and back bodies together. A 1 inch for the joining at the back. Here 3.5 inches for the width and 3.5 inches for both front and back. Marking 8 inches for the shoulder, half of the shoulder, come down by 9 inches for my armhole and rule out a line across it. Connect the line upward. Here, I'm coming down by 1 inch for the slope, shoulder slope. Here is the vertical measurement. I'm imputing from my shoulder to my waist 17 inches is what I'm marking now. After that, I have to rule out a line across it. And from there, from my waist, I mark 9 inches down. That's my hip point, my hip length. Then after that, I'll go ahead and rule out a line across. Up here, the bust line. Here is the waist and also the hip line. Next thing now, I have to impute my bust measurement divided by 4, connecting that to the armhole line. I came in by 0.5 inches. I have to connect it to the armhole curve. Connect it all the way upward. Sorry, some part of it didn't show. And at the waist point, I have to mark my waist measurement divided by 4 and connect it as well. Do the same thing to the hip side, divided by 4 and connect it as well. You can see how I'm blending the sharp edge with the curved ruler. Now the point where I come down the hip side 5 inches, I'll step down by 5 inches. That's what you see me connecting now. Why? I want my flare to start from there, but now 57 inches is what I'm going to use for this gown. And at the point I came down by 5 inches, I have to slant it to the edge. That's my arrow is showing there, and connect it all the way. Is where I want my flare to start. Okay, getting to the center back. At this point, at the center back, I want you to see at the waist part of it, I have to come in by 0.75 so I can be able to connect it upward to the center back and also connect it downward to the hip side. I hope you're seeing that. Our backs are not straight. That's what you see me doing. Now I'm marking 0.5 inches for the seam allowance. It's just the joining allowance. This gown, I'm not going to add any zip there. It's super stretchy. You can see me, I'm connecting it all the way to the full length of the gown. This is the joining allowance. When I'm done with that, I'll go ahead. You can see I folded the back part inward. I folded it in so I can be able to cut the front bodies first. Center back, I label it. When I fold it like so, here is the center front. Fold it like so before cutting the center front first. But let's move over to the armhole curve. I blend it like so, connect it. Here, inward is front armhole curve and this is the back armhole curve. I'll go ahead and cut it. There's no seam allowance added here, but this is stretchy fabric. Getting to the shoulder, cut out the shoulder part and also cut the neck depth. When I'm done with that, when you open it up this way, these are the back side. Let's get to the floor side. I always like to place this on the floor so I can get the equal measurement and cut it correctly. Here is the folded side, front bodies unfold. We're going to cut it all through like this and stop here. And as I'm cutting that, I make sure that I cut it equally without seam allowance added. All the way like so. And at this point, I have to come up by 2 inches to eliminate the sharp edge and connect it to the center in a curve form and cut it out. When I'm done with that, the armhole curve and cut the 0.5 inches. And at this point, I have to open up my pattern paper, cut out the excess at the back side. Now it's time to cut out the back bodies. It's unfold. We are going to cut out 2 pieces from it. Then after cutting that, you can see how I slant a bit at the back side. Back bodies 2 pieces, and here is the front bodies. Let's join them. I've gone ahead and joined the back bodies at the center. You can see how super stretchy this can be. The next thing you're going to do now is to place the front bodies on it, like you see me do. The front side facing the front part. We're going to do what? Stitch at the shoulder side, and we're done. Then after that, I use my basic body sleeve to cut out the sleeve, like you see me showing you right now, without adding any seam allowance on it. You go ahead and stitch it at this point. The next thing we're going to do now is to work on the flare at the wrist part. I've gone ahead and sew the camisole for the inner wear using the lycra fabric, like the one I'm showing you. It's a transparent fabric. I've gone ahead and stitched these 2 sleeves. Now we're going to work on the neck part. You can see how I'm placing this. This is how you're going to achieve the mock neck collar. I'm measuring it on fold now, and what I got there is 11 inches when its total is 22 inches round. I've gone ahead and measure out my neck circumference. As you can see me using my dummy to demonstrate that. And what I have in mind is 16 inches. I added 16.5 inches. Okay, for the joining. And when you open it up, the width is 5 inches. I hope you're getting this. And when you fold it, it will be 2.5 inches. 0.5 is for the joining allowance. That is what I did here. 8 inches unfold by the length. You can see how you place it here. There are some inches there on the downside where I measured the round circumference for the neckline, both front and back. All you need to do now, so you can be able to enter your head, you have to stretch the upper one. Don't stretch the lower side. Go ahead and stretch the upper side so you can be able to get it. Knit finishing. Go ahead and fix the sleeve part. I use semicircle for this. It's not a full circle. I've gone ahead and fixed the neckline. You can see how curvy it is. This is the mock neck collar. To achieve that, at the back side, the collar seam and the center seam align together. Picture your seam on my screen at the back side and stitch. You can see how beautiful it is on me. And we are done for the flare. We have fixed that. Everything is knit finishing. All we need to do now, go ahead and hem the down part, or you weave it, whichever one that works for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye for now.